Hello everybody, I'm Dirk Verbeuren from Megadeth, and tonight we are in New York at beautiful Jones Beach Theatre. The Destroy All Enemies tour. I think it's close to 6 weeks now, cruising through North America with Mudvayne and All That Remains. What can I say? It's been amazing. We've been on the road for quite a few years now, supporting the Sick, the Dying, and the Dead, which is our latest album. Recently, we've been adding a lot of old gems into the set, kind of switching things up, so every night is a completely different set, which is not only exciting for the fans but also for us because we get to kind of have fun with different things and learn stuff we didn't know before. I would say Mechanics is always a treat, a classic song. It's also a bit of a drum fest with lots of fills and craziness. My kit, the Megakit, it's a Tama Starclassic maple with custom finish, matte black. I also use all Tama hardware, rack, Dynasync Tama pedals, Tama sticks. Meinl Cymbals, classic custom dark for the crashes, China secondary hat, and then I have a couple of older MB20, which is now Bison's Brilliant for the ride, and the main hat is also a Bison's. And then for heads, I use Evans ST Dry on the snare, great head, super versatile, I love it. You know, you can tune it high or low, it always works. I have a bronze snare, which is Tama 5.5 by 14, and it's a perfect head for it, just sounds so great. Brings all the power and the warmth out, so I love it. Toms, I use the EC2S, which are the best live heads, incredible durability. I hit them pretty hard, and you know, they'll go for 2, 3, sometimes 4 shows, which is amazing. It's the best you could ask for with this kind of music. Kicks EQ3, again, great heads. With this kind of music, you need to have something that's distinct and powerful. I also use ProMark stick wrap. These bottom heads, these are new, ebony rezas for the toms. That's the first time we try them is on this tour, and I really love them. Besides the cool black look, which goes with obviously the theme of my kit, they sound really good too. Ozzy suggested we try them and really love them because they're black. Yes, none more black. And then on the snare, of course, we have the classic traditional Hazy 300, which is always great. The kicks, I believe, they're just G1s with the Megadeth logo, of course. Recording varies depending on what it is. Sometimes in the studio I'll use G1s or G2s on the toms just because for the additional warmth. Of course they don't last as long because they're thinner, so you change them more often, which live is a bit of a problem, so that's why the EC2s are so great to have live. The snare usually stays ST dry. I've also used the hybrid quite a bit in the past because I have a piccolo snare that I like to use for like faster stuff when I record stuff with a lot of blast beats. The hybrid is really great for that because it has insane sound and rebounds, and of course it lasts forever. You know, Soilwork was, I would say, generally faster and more technical. We did play a lot of bigger stages too, but in general, if Soilwork would tour, it would more be clubs anywhere between 400 and 1500 seaters. That would be the general thing. With Megadeth, we play a lot of these bigger stages, so a lot more room in the drumming parts, which are less busy to do visual stuff. So that's really been my focus, is just hitting more consistently and at the same time bringing the rock and roll, making it fun for people to watch, especially in these big venues where some people are quite far away. If I just sit here and play, it's not going to leave much of an impression. So I've really worked on that part. That's the high Chinas as part of that, you know, to just kind of make that look spectacular. And I do a lot of standing up and interacting with the audience as well. Well, I think this is a wrap on the tour for the Sick, the Dying, and the Dead. So we have some stuff in the works next year, but nothing is confirmed yet. What I do know is that we're scheduled to start working on a new record. That's going to be exciting. We're going to get together and just start jamming out some riffs and putting some things together and see what happens. The album came out in 2022, so it's time for us to start working. Like I said, we do have some stuff in the works. There will be some shows and tours probably as well next year.